Microsoft Word 2010 looks considerably different from Microsoft Word 2003. If you bought a new computer within the last few years, this probably will not look all that unfamiliar because 2007 and 2010 are fairly similar. You're going to notice when you first open up Microsoft Word that the tasks bar at the top looks very different. Microsoft has renamed this section up here the ribbon, and you're going to notice when you first open up Microsoft Word you will be on the Home section, and the Home tab in the ribbon contains a lot of the basic tools that you would almost normally always use when you are working in Microsoft Word. So you're going to see that you have at the top over here, you can change your font. By default, every time you open up Microsoft Word, it's going to be Calibri and it's going to be size 11, whereas in the older versions of Microsoft Word it used to be Times New Roman and you used to be on the standard 12 font size. So that will be set here as default. You'll also notice that you have other font options in this section in the Home tab. You have bold, italicize, etc. You have your alignment features over here where you can either left align, center, or right align. You have your bullet options, either doing a regular bulleted list or a numbered bulleted list. You have the option to indent, increase your indent or decrease your indent. And you also have your cut, copy, and paste features over here on the side. In addition to these changes, you're also going to notice that the spacing between each of your lines in your document will look a little bit different. By default, Microsoft Word has set it up so that it is 1.15 and not a spacing of 1 anymore. So if you do want your students to do 1.5 spaces or double space, you're going to have to remind them to change that. And again, it doesn't work any different than what you've been doing in the past. You can highlight the text that you want to change, and if you go over to this tool over here, line and paragraph spacing, and you click on it, you're going to see again the default is checked off 1.15, and you can change it to 1.5 or 2.0. And the nice feature about 2010 and 2007 is that before you make any of these changes, it will actually give you a preview of what it's going to look like. And if you click on line spacing options, you'll actually see what you're used to seeing in older versions, where you can actually change the line spacing to whatever you want. You can type right in here. The other feature, one of the basic features that you would normally use in Word, is found under the File tab. And what the File tab does is it's going to allow you to save. It's going to allow you to save as a PDF, which is a very nice feature. And it will also give you some other options in terms of how you want to save this document. So you can go to Save As, and when you go to Save As, you will name your document just like you normally would. You're going to see that the document extension looks a little bit different. It says .docx instead of .doc. And again, you're going to have to make sure that you save it to the appropriate location. By default on my computer, I can look over here at the top, it's looking to save it to the C drive. When you are at school, of course, you're going to want to save it to your L drive, which will be listed here on your left-hand side. So make sure that you choose the appropriate place as to where you want to save it so that you don't lose any of your work. So you'll click on whatever area you want to save it to, whether it be your L drive, teacher share, student share, etc. But do make sure that you are choosing the appropriate place before you actually hit this button Save down here at the bottom. The other nice feature, which I mentioned before, is that 2007 and 2010 also gives you the ability to save it as a PDF. And the nice thing about saving a document as a PDF, in addition to saving it as a Word document, is that if you have a website that you're using with your students and you would like to post a document up there that you have prepared for them, it's a good idea to put the PDF version of your document on your website. The reason is because not every student is going to be able to open up a Word document if they don't have Microsoft Word on their computer or something compatible that will open up Word documents. So it's kind of a good rule of thumb, after you have saved a copy of it in Microsoft Word, to also go and save it as a PDF document. And again, you'll choose your location. You can name it the same thing if you want. and you'll notice where it says save as type, it automatically chooses PDF files. So now you'll have another version of it as a PDF, which you can use on websites. So if we go back over to the Home tab, again, this is just a basic introduction to the normal tools that you would normally use in Microsoft Word. Other tutorials will go over some of the other options that are highlighted in the other tabs at the top of your screen.